Welcome, Fire FC competitive families. Thank you for joining me. My name is Nick Gumpert. I'm the club education coordinator, and I host two of these parent summits every single year, one in late spring and one after the fall season has come to an end. So again, thank you for joining me. Wanted to share some information on where we've been this past spring, what we're doing currently and heading into summer, and what we have to look forward to as a club in the competitive space come the fall 2025. So let's take a snapshot real quick of what 2025 looked like for the spring. Let's first start here, saving money. We get this question all the time from parents. How can I bring down my costs because it's so expensive, or I have multiple kids playing competitive? How can I help myself a little bit? Number one, you can become a ref. If you want to ref a minimum of 10 games, that will significantly drop your fees. I believe it's in half if you're willing and able to ref at least 10 games. Reach out to Chris Day if that is something you're interested in. His email is right here on the screen, so very easy person to get a hold of. Also, you can volunteer. We have multiple opportunities. We have the GMIT that's hosted in the middle of May every year. We have tryouts shortly thereafter, end of May. We have the golf tournament that's every July at the end of July. We have rec weekends. We have about 7 or 8 weekends worth of recreational games in the spring and fall. You can volunteer in those spaces. It's about a 4 or 5 hour window, and it's every Saturday. Pretty straightforward, and you're a volunteer to help guide parents to the right field or maybe deal with the occasional dispute with a situation, but very minimal work involved when it comes to the volunteering process. And then we, of course, have tryouts again for the boys' side come the November month. So you have multiple opportunities to volunteer if that's something that you're interested in and you don't want to commit yourself to the reffing space. If you are, though, interested in the reffing world, just know that we do have in-house education here locally. You do not have to travel to Denver to get anything extra or to another city to get some kind of certification. We can take care of you here, so it minimizes that cost and investment on your end on the front end. Still looking back on the spring 2025, we had Level Up. That continues to be a very good program for us. We're excited to continue to build in that space for those younger ages and really create the foundation that our players need moving forward through our club. JPL has been a great bridge and opportunity for our girls teams to continue to find competitive games and some different events. And that's been a healthy space, we feel like, with this being the first season and year that we've partaken in that JPL world. Helping your kids grow their mental skills. Yes, we stepped away from in-person mental sessions, but if you didn't know, we are releasing 2 episodes a week. The podcast is called Mental, and we share it on our social media channels. So just understand that we are continuing to invest in your kids' mental skills, just as we had before. We're just not doing it at the soccer facility anymore, but that can now be a space where they just take 5 minutes on a Tuesday evening after training to just check out and check in with themselves, because that's what these podcast episodes amount to. It's about a 5-minute episode with different short stories in different situations, painting a different picture that your son or daughter can probably relate to. So just be mindful that that is out there for them. We have in-house coaching education. We have resources right now that go out monthly. If that is something that interests you or someone you know, just let me know. And I'm happy to share that content because I help drive that content when it comes to the coaching education piece in-house. Continuing to stay in the where we are space. So staffing, we have Matt Leach. He's going through his B license right now. This is a 6-month commitment that he's taken on while he has his multiple teams that he continues to coach. So he hasn't been able to back off anywhere. It's just being able to pick up in addition to what he already does. We have Ramses, who's become a new dad, so make sure you congratulate him next time you see him out on the field. Mark Hallberg is planning to take his C license come this fall. CMU men's assistant. There is a new assistant that is our goalkeeper coach for the club goalkeepers. His name is Will Lukowski. Again, he's on the men's side. We have Leah Swander that moved back into town. She was a former Fire FC player and moves back here from the Denver area. So we're excited to have 2 new assistants, respectively, on the men's and women's side each. She's not directly involved, to my knowledge, with Fire FC. I don't know if that's a ... yet, but again, welcome Leah back into the neighborhood next time you see her out on the field. Last but not least, in the where we are, Playmetrics, hopefully you've seen a little bit easier platform to navigate. It's a space that all of your stuff is now stored in, so you don't have to continually to upload things. It's supposed to be a space that we can carry over and build off of year to year. So if you're in that U11, hopefully you don't have to hit reset at U12, 13, 14, like unfortunately we felt like we were doing so often and too often. So that should be the benefit of Playmetrics, as well as when you register for programming, whether it be in the winter or summer. It should be a pretty fluid platform for you to be able to navigate. But there again, just call if you ever have any questions, 970-242-4550 between Tuesday and Friday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and you'll get a hold of somebody at the office if you have questions. When it comes to summer training options, check out gjsoccer.org. That has your whole slew of options. We have a number of them out there. Yes, we have Level Up for the 9 and 10-year-olds. We also have Next Level summer sessions. We have Finishing Clinic. We have Fast and Fluid. We have the Skills School. We have the Fall Kickoff Camp. So again, check out gjsoccer.org so you know when those programs are being made available, because some are exclusively in July, some are June and July. So just be mindful of the timing based on when you may be traveling. Where we are, Club Communication. If you didn't know already, we have a monthly newsletter that gets shared with all of our members. That gives you a snapshot of what's going on maybe in the rec world if you have a younger son or daughter in that space, as well as what you need to know with the competitive space, what's going on in the community. That comes from Sean. So just know we keep things updated on a regular basis, as well as social media. If you don't follow us already on Instagram or Facebook, please give us a follow. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, it has resources for coaches, for players, for parents. This is intentional, and it's nice because it just lives there once it gets uploaded, right? And now you or your son or a significant other can go check these things out on your own time. But nonetheless, make sure you know that these resources are made available for you as members of Fire FC. I host this parent summit, like I said at the beginning, 2 times a year, once in May, once in November, again, to keep you updated as to what we've done, what we're doing, and where we're going as a club. If you ever have questions or concerns, reach out to that email right there. Said it once, but I'll say it again, gjsoccerinfo@gmail.com for any questions or concerns you may have. Before we get to the fall, we have the golf tournament at the end of July. Do you own a small business? Do you know somebody that does own a small business? These sponsorship dollars go to help afford opportunities to kids that can't currently afford to play. So if that's something that's in your wheelhouse or someone you know's wheelhouse, we'd love to have those sponsors continue to grow and build this fund to allow more players to take advantage to play for Fire FC. Again, it's late July. Reach out to Ryan Arrington. He's our general manager. His email is right here on this screen. Easy person to get a hold of. So if that's something you or someone you know is interested in, please reach out ASAP. I alluded to rec weekends and tryouts in November as volunteer opportunities. Just know that that's coming up in the fall. That'll stay there for you. JPL events will, of course, keep you in the loop as those get set, but something to look forward to come the fall. Here's something exciting. We have the next tier from MLS Next that we're making available at Fire FC. So if you know a friend, a family member that maybe lives in the Montrose area, the Glenwood area, this is an awesome draw and opportunity to say you need to be here. These are going to be exclusive events that we're going to have opportunities to compete in, and it's just going to bring our players to another level of exposure, another level of competition that we don't currently get in CSA. So more details to come, but I can tell you right now, it's U13 and up is who this is being made available to at our club. So just something to be in the know-how, spread the word, because they've given us the official okay to say, hey, go tell your members, and tell your members to share with other people as well. Last but not least, I do the social media for Fire FC. I am always looking for content, but I'm reliant on you. I'm reliant on you to share that content because I don't get out to many games. I have 2 little ones of my own. So please share videos, wins, not just on the field, but off the field. Is your son or daughter accomplishing things in the classroom and doing something? Is it a trip this summer? Is it a trip in the fall? Is it, again, an acknowledgement of their hard work? Maybe they volunteer a lot in a certain program. We'd love to hear those stories and share those stories if you're willing to share them. Again, just reach out to us at gjsoccerinfo@gmail.com. Thank you for checking in, for taking the time. Until next time, this is This Time. Take care.